And in the bottom left-hand corner, once again, the blue Protoss, it is Zepk. And in the top right-hand side, the red Protoss, the new challenger, it is Effort. He's going to need a big one here to take down our man Zep. Start that piling on the high ground, as does Zep. So mirror openings, and we probably will see a mirror, at least for the first couple minutes, as most same race matchups do go. Pretty much identical build orders for the first couple minutes, and then once your tech comes in, that's really where the divergence comes in. And while Cerulean Fall does have that sort of double ramp setup on the natural and the main base, so those two base all-ins are a little bit risky unless you can find some blink stalkers and try and blink over. Both players are going to send out their probe on the first gate as opposed to the second gate. Sometimes people will wait to scout until the second gateway because there's really not much to scout until that second gateway does go down, and you see the cyber core as well. Because that's when the tech comes in. That's when you know what route they're going. Because if they're going to go Stargate, I got to respond some way, deal with air units, or if they're going Robo, there could be an attack early with a Warp Prism, and an Immortal or something, or Twilight Council. Isn't really. There's not much danger there. Depends for an attack much later. But now both players just got a probe in the enemy base here, spotting Cyber Core going down, spotting there's the two gates, so they know the standard opening has occurred. And now we wait to see the tech choices here and see which way this game will play out here. As both players are about to saturate that main base here. Cyber Core going to finish up here, so seeing the first units out of these gateways as well after the Cyber Core finishes is pretty big. And it will be Stalkers here for Effort, and on the other side, Warp Gate has started here, but Zepk hasn't started the units out of the gateways, actually. So a little bit of sloppy play from him here. He's actually going to throw down the Nexus first. That's very, very greedy. It's very, very greedy there from Zepk. If he does not have units to defend here, it could be very bad for him. It's going to be Stalker Sentry. So this is a little risky, and it is scouted by Effort. He does know this has occurred, and he's got two gateways. And he's already producing Stalkers. He's sending them right across the map here. If he adds on another gateway or a Robo, well, he's going to add on the Robo here. That's his decision here. And it also means that Zepk tech is delayed here. He's not going to have a Twilight Council. He's not going to have any tech buildings. A Stargate, Robo, nothing. Here's a Sentry and Stalker do pop out. We'll pick off that probe, but the information is gathered. Does know the expansion has gone down. Stalker is now just going to sit at home for Effort. Not going to go for an attack, it looks like. Does have a probe out spawning on the map. But yeah, there was definitely an opening there for Effort to try and find something there, but just not on top of it. It doesn't happen. Another gateway going to be added on the home, and the Stalkers will move out now here. So now he's going to head across the map with 4 Stalkers. This is very, very late. He could have had these Stalkers over here way, way earlier here. Now Zepk is actually going to have just as many units, really. He's going to have 3 Stalkers and a Sentry, which with good force fields can be more valuable. And there's Stalker coming out as well. He has, the blue station goes across here. So the Sentry might just not have energy. And it's 3 Stalkers to 4 here, but good target firing here from Zepk. We'll pick up one right away here. The shield battery is going to finish in a moment as well, and if he has that available, it could turn this fight as well. And now Effort going to be forced back here. He's got no expansion here, so if this attack doesn't work, he's going to be way behind the economy, but the shield battery just finish up, and is going to give Zepk the benefit in that fight, going to give him the upper hand. And now it's 4 Stalkers onto 3 Sentries, and no shield battery available here. One gets picked off here, and both players are going to lose a single Stalker here. More being rallied in from Zepk, and the Sentry will be in range of the shield battery, so we'll be able to survive here. Warp Gate going to finish here, and immediately warp in from Zepk on either side. First Immortal does come out here, a Warp Prism to follow here, but no expansion. So the Effort has to make this work, otherwise he's going to be way behind. Gonna need to find the damage here. 27 workers to 23. Zepk does have the lead here. Army supply even, and overall supply pretty even here. Just the slight worker lead gonna give the supply lead to Zepk. Observer does come out of that Robo. A couple of gateways about to finish here. So 4 gateways going to be available for Zepk in a moment here. A couple of pounds going to go down along with a second shield battery to try and hold this front here. So this is quite a few Stalkers here. 6 and a Sentry available. And once these 2 warp gates finish up here, along with some Immortal coming out of this robotics facility, Zepk is going to have a very strong army, but there's Stalkers here already along with an Immortal here for effort. Going to pick up 1 Stalker right away. Second one getting very low, but should better keep it alive for a moment. And the warp in 3 Stalkers going to join the army for Zepk. And now, effort going to be forced to run. The Immortal does fall, and that's huge. The Warp Prism coming in, though. Potential for huge micro with this Warp Prism. Got a bunch of Stalkers available, no blink. On the other side, still no expansion. The Hallucination is going to spot that. Going to spot the robotics facility and the gateways available. But there's really just not a lot here for effort. He's just trying to mass units. Oh no, the Warp Prism up onto the high ground. Very, very smart move. He's going to ferry these units up top here. And if he can destroy these pylons and deny these warp-ins, this could be huge. Zepk going to make his way back on the high ground though. A couple warp-ins here. More still sticking on the low ground here, but now another warp-in of Stalkers. More Stalkers available for effort, so he's going to win this fight. And many Stalkers do fall. There's a bunch of units on the low ground here. Now Zepk is going to bring those in here, but he's supply blocked. Gateways also have been unpowered here. There's 4 gateways unpowered. That's huge. That's almost all of his gateways. Robo is powered, but not producing anything at the moment here. Another Mortal does come in here. 4 Stalkers and Mortal trying to hold this against 4 Stalkers now. Another one just fall. 3, 2 left here for effort, but just 2 Stalkers and a Mortal on the other side. Here for Zepk. He's going to hold this, but just barely. Effort with a huge attack, but not able to quite work in the end. In the meantime, he did set an expansion here. So he's going to try to expand after getting a little bit of damage done, as opposed to just attacking on more gateways and trying to finish the game here and now. Another Immortal going to be Chrono boosted out here, but that attack did fail, and now effort is in a really bad spot here. 33 workers to 24. So Zepk has taken a significant worker lead, and a significant supply lead as well, 54 to 39. You can just see that in the income. Units lost, 15 to 17 here. Quite a few more resources lost here for effort, especially in these early low economy situations, and his economy is significantly worse at this stage in the game here. The expansion is going to finish up in a moment here, but another hallucination from Zepk will spot. The army will spot what tech buildings there are, and there's basically none here, just the Robo again. So this hallucination will see what it saw before and realize there's not a lot available for effort. Expansion does finish up now, and it's 41 to 26 workers as the expansion does finish up here, as hallucination is taken out by that last Stalker. Double Immortal though, and you can never underestimate the power of Immortals that are micro properly. He does get a Warp Prism, and he's able to micro those. Well, I mean, you could just completely win a game off of way less units. Observer and Blink going to be Chrono boosted out here. No charge yet, I don't believe. Yeah, just no charge yet. So those Zealots being warped in aren't super useful. Just Warp Brigade for both sides. No forges being invested in yet. No robotics bays. Nothing. And really much tech. Both players are sticking on gateways and robos and trying to win this game. And Twilight Council as well. Your third going to be started at 4 Zepk. He's got a huge worker lead, a big economy lead. And he's trying to extend that now. On the other side, effort is going to add on Templar Archives as well as this Twilight Council. Another gateway as well. Has not started anything in this Twilight Council year, so even if he does, he's going to be way behind on that upgrade. If he wants to go Blink, if he wants to go Charge, it's going to be pretty tough for him here, as Blink a little bit more than halfway done with that Chrono Boost. So it's going to be Stalker Immortal here. No Disruptors being invested in, no Robotics Bays again. Very low tech game for both sides for the most part, as the third is about 3/4 of the way done now. And Zep's going to move out here with this third finishing here. So even if this attack doesn't work, as long as he gets a bit of damage done, well, he could completely blow this game wide open here. Making his way across here. Don't believe he has any Warp Prism. Yep, no Warp Prism here for Zepk. Try and aid some reinforcements. No Proxy Pylon either. Charge is started up for effort here. He's going to Chrono Boost that one out, but it's a long ways off here. Zepk does have a Warp Prism in production here, but it's not going to get here until quite a long time. It looks like the Starks are going to walk in here, but they didn't attack move. They just walked straight into the army here. This could be a huge play here. Effort does throw down the force fields, and that's pretty big to blink across here, but the Immortals aren't able to fire. They're just too far away. One Immortal is across, but 3 in the back line for Zepk, but it looks like it's going to be enough. The army is just too big, and Zepk will take the game. Another decisive attack. 2 games in a row, Zepk is able to hold the early attacks from the opponents, survive, and then completely turn it around.